Here's a short introduction to the way our course is organized. In Canvas, everything along the top up here is not related specifically to our course, but to all courses that you may have. Currently, at least for this test student, there's only our course, the single course. You can click on any course you are enrolled in this line, and it will take you to that course. So here's our Math 64 course. You can see that it's the Math 64 course. The term is also up there, and the item number. Down the side here are links that are specific to our course. The home link, the announcements, discussions, assignments, and grades. There may be one other link here called modules, depending upon how the home link works. In our case, with this screen, the module screen is also the home screen. So the way the course is organized is with an introduction, some course resources, there's a student success component, and then there's Chapter 1, Chapter 2 through Chapter 8 with various exercises to do and assessments. The first thing you want to do is run through and collapse all of these headings so that the course is manageable. When you first open it, they'll all be available. This is the quickest way to get a better overview of what the course is like and not have to get lost in the weeds with all the details. So there's 4 chapters in the midterm, and then there are 4 more chapters and a final exam, and then you're done. There's some additional resources down here to help you if some of the links for the materials are broken above. So you will start out with the course introduction. The course introduction has 3 components. There's an introduction to the course, which consists of the syllabi, the syllabus, and the various documents that explain how the course works. There's an introduction to web work, which is the homework, quiz, testing software that we use. There's an introduction to ProctorU, which is the organization that proctors the midterm and the final exams. There are some additional resources you might want to look at. There's a link to some resources. There's the student success area, which will be explained later. And then there's Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, Chapter 4, and a midterm, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and a final, and then you're done. So let's look at how this is organized. Each chapter starts out with an errata, which is simply any errors that might be in the textbook. You don't need to purchase a textbook. The entire textbook is here if you wish to purchase a textbook. The bookstore has a few, and there's instructions on how to purchase the textbook online for around 20 bucks elsewhere. So there's in Chapter 1, there's this link, which will give you the entire textbook chapter as a PDF file, which you could print out if you wished, or just refer to as a whole chapter at a time. And then from there on out, it's by sections. This chapter consists of section 1.1, 1.2, and so on. So probably the best way to do this is simply work through by sections. You'll work through the Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, all the way down to the final exam. When you get down to the final exam, the course is over. So the organization of these chapters is simply by section. This is just an organizer. It says Section 1.1. And Section 1.1 is the textbook, which has several aspects to it. We'll look at that later. There's some video examples, which are work problems related to Section 1.1. There's a quiz, which will take you to the web work software that we use for quizzes, which we'll also do. there are due dates. All of the due dates are on the same day that the tests are due for the quizzes, so everything is due at one time based upon the course schedule. So let's take a look at the whole textbook. You could click here and you will get the entire textbook as a PDF file. Probably one of the most important aspects is if you click here, you will get all of the solutions to the odd numbers, and they're very, very detailed. That's how you can best learn this material, is working the problems and looking at the detailed solutions. Usually it's best to go by sections, so if you look at the textbook section 1.1, the first thing you see is a video lesson, which is essentially a narration of the book with markup, which simply goes through the text sections on screen, verbally reading the text and marking it up. The textbook section 1.1 is simply the PDF file or the textual version of what is gone over in the video. And then section 1.1, the solutions to the odd exercises, again, is the most important part, because those are the detailed solutions to the exercises that you will find in the text section, which will enable you to figure out how things work. The topics in section 1.1 are given here. Has to do with number line and notation and rounding and some applications of tables and graphs. So you should come through here and look at a couple videos, look at the visual or the textual representation, look at the solutions. You need to orient yourself to the class.